Sagittarius, hello Sagittarius. I am back. I was gone for a little while. I was taking a little hiatus from doing readings while I worked on a beginning tarot class that I just created and is up on my website. If you are interested, please go check it out at www.underthescarletmoon.com. It's up there. You can check it out. And yeah. So that's what I've been doing, but I have been itching to get back to readings. So I decided today, which begins this long Mars-Venus transit that we have coming up, they are going to be within 1 degree of each other for till about mid-March, and then in a looser conjunction for several weeks after that. So this is going to be the name of the game probably for a lot of people, is working with relationships, dynamics between masculine and feminine. And so in honor of that, I decided to do some relationship readings. And I am reading from the Night Sun Tarot and the Sacred Destiny Oracle cards. Let's see if we can get some cards, relationship reading for Sagittarius for this Mars-Venus conjunction. What do the Sagittarius got going on? The Nine of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Three of Wands, and as the underlying, the Sun. And for the advice from the Oracle for Sagittarius, we have patience and purification. Okay, Sag, so I feel like there may be some healing that still might be going on through the next couple of months with this transit, but really good, fruitful, important healing that will allow for a kind of rebirth. So starting with this Five of Swords here, this is very much, you know, after the battle. The battle's been fought. It's not necessarily a battle that had a win-win. It was hard and it's over, and who knows who was the winner or who was the loser, but yeah, some blows were taken. And so there's some healing that needs to be done. But yeah, there's a definite sense with the Five of Swords of having been through it. And so that may be some themes that continue on through this particular transit in the next couple of weeks, really working with where there might have been some bruises and injuries sustained. So yeah, with the Seven of Wands here, this is also a very defensive card. There's a defensive stance with this card that feels very protective. For me, this card is often about protecting something that is sacred and important to you. And it looks like this symbol of the caduceus symbol, the healing symbol, right there in the middle of the Seven of Wands. So I'm really getting this sense that there's been some wounding, some injury that needs healing, and there's a sense of needing to go in and be really protective of that healing space while you're doing that healing work. And so the defensiveness is more about self-protection, and not self-protection in an avoiding way, but self-protection in a sort of caring. There's still healing that needs to be done, and being protective of that safe, nurturing space in which the healing can occur, as opposed to like defensive, just pushing everything away. So this is really about doing internal healing, I think, for this Mars-Venus transit for you, Sag. And coming over here even to the Nine of Cups, which is this card of happiness and contentment usually, but in this particular deck, there's a womb-like sense to this card, a very protective quality, and it's contentment. In the womb, it's very safe, it's warm, and so there is this sense for me of needing to go in and be in a safe space within yourself and protect that space in order to do the healing work that needs to be done or continue to be done. And that's what I'm really seeing about this main theme for this transit for you. And then coming up here to the top row, patience. Patience is the advice card. This is about giving yourself time to heal. And again, being protective and honoring that space and that time within yourself. There is this sense of needing it to unfold and just happen in its own time, even if there's a sense of wanting to rush it or move forward. This card is really saying you need to take the time, whatever time is required, to have that healing be complete. Particularly because on both sides of this patience card, we've got purification and the sun. The purification card being the sunflower. This really is speaking to growth and expansion and coming out into the light after a period of darkness in the womb of the Nine of Cups that we were seeing sort of alluded to below, that there is going to be this emerging as long as you are patient and let the healing process take the time that it needs to take. On the other side of that, if you come out too soon from healing, you're likely to have a re-injury or not quite be 100% there. But this reading is saying take the time to do that, and you will be able to emerge in full aliveness and being clean and healed fully from that space, as long as you give it the time that it takes. So with the sun here is about self-expression and play and being able to be out in the world in your fullest, most authentic, most joyful expression. And I'm just really seeing that in this purification card here as well. Expressive living, full of life, full of energy, full of joy, but really needing to clean out and, purification, really needing to clear out those wounds and let them heal properly before emerging. So that is what I am seeing for you, Sagittarius, for this transit. It really looks like some continued healing work happening, but also maybe that wrapping up, getting to the end of that, and fully emerging in a lot of joy and self-expression on the other side. But be patient with yourself and be nurturing and respectful of the healing process and the time that that takes. So there you have it. I hope you find that useful, and I hope to see you back next time.